and welcome to Tales from the Tips. I'm DA, that guy, 15-year Tour Caddy Mick Middlemo. We're just a couple guys that love to talk about the game of golf, both inside and outside the ropes, but we come at it from a different perspective. Mick?
Yes.
We are back at home.
We are back at home. Well, not really. Our original home is the studio.
I think we've been removed from the studio.
Yeah, this is our home away from. I don't mind that because this is a lot closer to my house.
We are back at Twin Peaks. We were at Bobby Jones last week.
Yeah, I had fun down there.
We had a lot of fun. You didn't stick around for the putt.
No, I wanted to get traffic. I wanted to beat traffic. It was only one putt. He's never going to make it anyway. What did he miss by?
30 feet.
Ooh, close then.
He made it halfway. If I said to you, have you ever topped a putt?
I guess he was a bit nervous.
I would say he was really nervous.
Yes, I have topped the putt. Yes. I think everyone's done that.
When you see the ball hop.
Yeah, not good.
Hop.
Yeah.
And then start rolling.
Yeah, not good. It was a bit of an anticlimax.
It was wah, wah, wah.
Like my marriages.
Oh. We haven't had a good, wow. We are, like I said, we're back at Twin Peaks. They're unveiling the 19-foot by 6-foot wall, Mick, of TVs. I think I can see what that woman's wearing on her wrist.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. No. So we got some things to talk about today. We've got the players on over there.
17th, Castillo in the water.
We since we did our picks in December.
I'm not doing that again. It's dumb.
It's not dumb.
It's dumb.
It's not dumb.
It's
because
dumb.
when you get it right, and you have,
well, like you are,
you look like a genius.
Yeah, no, it's luck. It's just lucky. It's a lucky guess. There's nothing smart about it. It's a lucky guess.
Well,
it's like saying a racehorse is going to win the Kentucky Derby 6 months before, and a lot can go wrong. So no, I'm not buying it. Never doing it again.
It's a good thing that neither you or I had Colin Morikawa as our pick.
Well, I may have in one of my gambling sites.
Oh, well, you have another one that's doing pretty good.
I didn't put the bet on.
But you were good?
Yeah, it was all short. I know.
Oh.
That makes it even worse. A bad day.
So we're going to discuss collapse or great play at the API.
Both.
Ooh. Obviously, we're going to talk about the players. You have a very fond memory of the Players' Championship.
I do so.
You and Will Wilcox sharing a moment.
Yes.
And I know some nice, fun rounds with Jared Lyle out there.
Yeah.
So we'll touch on some stories from the players from you. PGA Tour executive CEO Brian Rolap rolled out his 6-point vision this past week to the media.
Mm-hmm.
We will discuss those points and the changes or proposed changes that are coming to the tour in the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And the playoffs begin. TGL, the Atlanta Drive, take on LA.
Good.
And
I actually enjoy watching that.
And the guys that were in the bottom last year, the Jupiter Lynx, made the postseason.
They did. They had a good rally.
They get to draw the number 1 seed Boston Golf Club, Rory and Crew Company.
And crew.
Could be crew. And then one of us had a birthday and the other one forgot about it.
No, he did not. I said happy birthday to you.
Mm-hmm. After I reminded you. We'll discuss how does it relate to friendships?
I don't remember anyone's birthdays. Usually on the 1st of January, I say happy birthday to everybody on Facebook because I know I'm going to miss them during the year.
True. You ready now?
True story.
Let's grip it and rip it. Okie dokie, Mick.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. And I'm just joking. Now, my partner, my partner that I've only played around with, Chris.
Yeah.
Did text me on my birthday.
Well, he got reminded.
Oh, well, that's awfully nice of you. But you didn't remember. I had to remind you.
Well, I don't look at all that stuff. I don't know everyone's birthdays off by heart. I don't know. I'm lucky to know my own.
Well,
you get to my age.
Well, I remembered yours.
Everybody remembered
but
mine.
I also...
Actually, I don't remember the night.
You don't remember yours.
Bad memories.
So let's touch briefly on the API.
Yes.
Akshay Bhatia,
played
obviously
down the stretch.
He played amazing. But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Berger led 71 of the 72 holes that he played. I know you're a big fan of Daniel Berger's. Is this, though, a collapse or... Now, let me say this. Akshay did have quite the back nine there on Sunday. Was it great play?
Yes. Yes.
Yes to both.
No, it was great play. And also when you're leading and I think you're playing a little defensive golf, you're trying to make it pars more than birdies, I believe, down the stretch there. And someone starts to put a bit of heat on you. You can sometimes, I think the pressure got to him a little bit towards the end. He made a beautiful up and down.
I was going to say, strategy-wise on 18, I thought I had heard some people say, well, why doesn't he try to go for the green? And it's like, because that's not, as you would say.
Obviously, I didn't hear the conversation between him and Josh.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there with my good mate Greg Elliott, and I was discussing where he should hit it. He probably hit a little shorter than I would have liked, but I mean, it's a perfect angle coming up that green. You only have to hit it to the left and let it run out. So it's, that's what he was comfortable. That's what he was comfortable with. There was no business to go for that green. He could have lost the tournament right there. That's
really the comment that I was waiting for you to say. Smart golf play leads to making a smart par, saving yourself
and making great par.
Right. Now on the playoff hole, he lost it.
Yes, he lost it.
And that's where I would say I think the pressure, the unraveling of the back nine got to him, and Akshay was on such a heater.
Oh,
he played the momentum.
Momentum was just in his favor coming to the playoff, and I think obviously we were cheering for Mr. Bhatia to win the tournament. But he did. He played beautifully, held it together well. I like the way he swings it. I like the way he plays. He's a good player, very good player, and a great win.
Well, and let me ask you this, because conditions at the golf course, obviously, Mr. Palmer always has wanted the API to play tough.
Mm-hmm.
Comments, though, by the players, and some of the players called them the greens dead, and they were purplish looking by the time Sunday rolled around.
Yep.
Do you agree with players when they start criticizing the golf course like that, or is it fair for the golf course to be set up in a manner in which you already know going in that that's what's going to happen?
Learn to adapt. Hard greens are hard greens. You can't throw darts all the time into these soft greens and just, have the ball pitch and then roll 2 feet and everyone's all excited by it and stuff like that. Learn to adapt. Learn to play to the front of the greens. Learn to which way the bounce is. Look at Augusta National. You can't fire at every flag there. These greens get firm, they get hard, they got undulations to it, so you have to play the strategy of what the day and what the conditions give to you. It's just another part of golf. This is not target practice. This isn't playing darts when we can just, let's water the greens and make them soft as anything, and let's have 25 under win. I love that the greens had firmed up on the last day. They may have had a purplish tinge to it, because they were rock hard. They were fast.
Well, you had a lot of wind. I mean, the course was dry, but at the same time, you're also getting the benefit. I mean, Daniel Berger, great example, that low ball flight. He even mentioned it. He's getting about 50 yards a roll.
Yeah.
Well, no one's complaining about getting extra yardage.
He doesn't tee the ball up very high, does he?
No. I don't think he breaks a lot of tees.
I'm not trying that either.
No? You don't want to try that?
I don't want to try anything after last week.
The last thing I want to touch on, and it's kind of a carryover into what's happening right now, Scottie Scheffler. A few little meltdowns.
Yeah, he's getting a little frustrated.
Okay. So, and that's what my question to you is. Obviously, Teddy was very upfront when he was about to retire and he took the bag, that he wanted to make sure that this guy was going to be locked in and dedicated, wasn't going to be a hothead.
Mm-hmm.
Are we starting to see some cracks in the armor of Scottie Scheffler right now?
A little chink in the armor. There was a little chink there where they had a little discussions. I don't think they were happy with each other on a couple of holes last week. I think there was a little bit of dissension, which happens. I mean, you spend a lot of time with each other and stuff like that. But this is part of what happens. This is part of growing as a golfer. How you react now when things aren't exactly going your way, and how do you respond?
Well, I mean,
because they're not going his way at the moment. He's not playing Scottie Scheffler type golf, which is what he has played for the last bunch of years. So now this is another, let's see how he responds to this little adversity. Because this is just another test of character and another test of resilience when you're playing the game of golf.
Yeah, right now he's just watching right now. He's on 7 and he missed a wide right.
Yes, I saw that.
It looks like a field goal from the Buffalo Bills back in the 90s.
Scott Norwood.
Wide right.
Scott Norwood.
Yeah. Looked like something maybe one of our boys, Parla, might hit off the tee.
Or me last week.
Yeah. Or you. Okay. So let's go in. Speaking of said players, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with? I mean, since we are talking, Scotty, put in quite a grind session last night on the range. Do you think that was a needed or necessary session, or is that just working out frustrations? He had Randy Smith, his coach, there. He had Ted Scott there in the rain. Is that a good use, or is it?
He is looking for something that he can't find right now. He's looking for a feeling. We've all been down that path before. He can't find. He's missing something and he can't find it.
Maybe it's one of his golf balls he threw in the water.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, could be. Yeah, could be. I do that all the time too.
You do pitch a few balls every now and then.
Yeah, I know, which is really silly when you got to pay for them now. I used to get them for free back in the day. I should probably stop doing that.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
Yeah, I probably do. No, I think he's really growing. And I remember I said on this podcast a few weeks ago when I watched him on the range it might have been Phoenix. I said he was struggling with his on his downswing, and I think he's still missing that little part on the downswing. I think that's what he's missing, and he can't find it.
So, okay, with that, is there something that they can do? What are him and Randy and obviously Ted working on right now with his swing that's helping him get through that?
Well, I think they're trying everything they possibly can right now for him to find that feeling of what he had before. Because he's obviously missing something. There's something going wrong, and obviously they were videoing and doing all the film and stuff like that. But every now and again, it's as simple as this. It's a click. You get a feeling back, and you're like, that's it. That's what I'm missing. And the problem is, like anything, when you practice something, you may be trying something and you might be hurting something that's not broke. So, and again, I think he's missing a little bit on his downswing. He seems to be not getting the club down on the path, and that's what he was struggling with. And I really do believe he's feeling that on the golf course.
Yeah, I like what you said there though, because it happens to every golfer that you fight it, then all of a sudden, square to the face,
there it is.
It hits it, ball flight. You hit your window, you hit whatever target line you're on, and all of a sudden, off and running. Does Scotty find it this week?
No.
Does Scotty find it before Augusta?
He's going to be in trouble. He's going to be doing a lot of work in between the tournaments. He's going to be doing a lot of work because he's got to have some soul searching because he's obviously he's not swinging it the way he like, and the scores, will show that. And I just watched him miss a fairway, like you said, by 70, 80 yards, which is very un-Scotty-like. Obviously better hitting it right than left, but yeah, he's battling with his swing right now, and he's battling with the mental aspect of the game. So it's going to be a hard grind for him to get back here in the next couple of weeks, and especially for the Masters.
So let me ask you.
I think you want to go into Augusta looking for a golf swing.
We've got several guys, and we mentioned him at the start of the episode. Colin Morikawa has to withdraw after the second hole, back issues. Rory was a benefactor of the rain delay on Thursday, dealing with back issues, had to withdraw from the API.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've got Scotty fighting swing issues. What I know you have Justin Rose for Augusta, but who's left at that point? I mean, obviously Xander Schauffele's leading right now. That's my pick at the Masters.
Who's playing beautifully today.
But what's happening with our top players?
Well, I don't know. They've got bad backs.
Well, this rough isn't certainly going to help them.
No, it's definitely not.
Rory was all over, all over the yard yesterday. I'm sure he had a nice treatment session last night after that round.
It is. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if you're coming into Augusta with some sort of niggling back injury, that's not the golf course you want to be. For two reasons: one, it's exceptionally hard. Two, it's exceptionally hard walk. It's not great for your back because usually very tired after that. You walk a lot of hills. And I don't know how bad their back injuries are, because if you've got really bad back injuries, and I've had them before as a caddy, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun, and it's going to hinder them. And if you go into that tournament at 70 or 80%, you ain't going to win. Well, zero chance of winning.
I was going to say, and that's the part that I'm going to ask is the contortionists, the contortions of the back, especially out at TPC Sawgrass. What are your expectations are for Rory and for Colin as we get closer and closer to Augusta?
Well, Colin's not playing, so he's going to have more time to obviously have some work, and he'll be having daily treatment and stuff like that. Maybe seeing specialists, and I'm sure they're doing MRIs and scans and all sorts of things to make sure that there's no structural damage or anything like that. And if it is just a slight muscle injury, well then they've got a little bit of time to get it right. And I'm sure Rory's is the same. I'm sure he's had his work done on it, and they've looked at it and said that, yeah, you're good to go. But, obviously the daily treatment is it's vitally important. And, these guys are well set up. I mean, the amount of facilities they have on that golf course and
a little different than from your time.
No, not necessarily. The vans were always there with the physios and the guys with the treadmills. You go have a stretch and get on the treadmills and things like that. And it was always an amazing setup. But but I'm sure these guys have got their own issues and with their backs, and I'm sure they've got their doctors looking at it and PGA doctors, and I'm sure they're getting all the best work they can get.
Well, one of the highlights of this year's players, Brooks is back. Right now he's sitting at 2 under, so he looks like he'll make the cut. He's on 9 right now, just as I'm glancing at the screen right now. Good to see Brooks back.
It is. Can I just break away and go back to the back thing for a minute? I'm gonna come off key.
I like this.
Off key. There is a caddy by the name of Steve Holker who caddied out there, and he started a company with Rich Beam many moons ago.
A lot of moons.
Many moons.
Okay.
And it was basically to take so players don't have to carry their own clubs. Like I always used to travel with most of my players' clubs. I would be the one that would book them in, and I would travel with them so they didn't have to drag them through the airports, hurt their backs, picking them up and all this sort of stuff. You would always protect your player like that. And Greg Owen, I took his everywhere where I went. Well, they started a company where Steve would drive to every event, and he put a big trailer on the back of his truck that he had, and the players would pay for him to carry their clubs to every event. And at this stage, he was, it turned into he had 40 or 50 sets of different clubs and players and stuff. And he would, set off, and as soon as Sunday night was done, he would set off. Him and his wife, Mary, would drive off to the next tournament, and they would be there first, and then they would unload all the clubs back into the locker rooms. But then it became more than just clubs.
Oh.
It became kids' toys.
Oh.
So we had the kids would have their own little, they got their own little toys and all the things that kids needed. And then certain players wanted bikes. I know Greg Owen, he had bought a $4,000 bike that he wanted to ride every tournament so he could loose, and so the bikes went in there. And then there was Louis Oosthuizen. Louis took his own mattress everywhere he went.
What?
True story.
Mattress.
He had a special mattress for his back, and he would go to every hotel, take that mattress off the bed, and put his mattress on the bed to every tournament he went to. So he would then take that, and he'd have his minders, his handlers, would then load it into the van. And then obviously the vans got bigger and bigger and bigger because it started off as this little thing. And then all of a sudden and they still do it to this day.
Was he driving an 18-wheeler by the time this was over?
But his son does it now. Steve doesn't do it anymore. Steve's retired. Steve was a very good caddy too. Caddy for Brian Davis and many, many good players. And probably the nicest man you'd ever meet in your life apart from being a White Sox man. And so everybody has a downfall.
Yeah, right.
But he's one of my best friends, a great guy. But it became so much that, I mean, you literally on a Sunday night, it was like playing Tetris. That thing was packed. And I said, there's kids' toys. And you can imagine everything that the players needed to travel to the next tournament. So their families would be there. But Louis Oosthuizen had his own mattress.
Interesting. Speaking of backs.
Yeah.
That was a great story. I didn't see that one coming.
No, I actually thought about this yesterday. When
You
I was
threw that curveball in
I
there.
thought about this yesterday when they were talking about the bad backs. And I was like, and I was trying to think whether it was Charles Schwartzel or Louis, but it was definitely Louis.
It was Louis.
It was Louis. Yeah, he carried his own mattress.
You think he's still taking out there on Liv?
Probably.
Okay.
Who knows? Well, they probably buy him a new one every week out there. He can afford it, making the money.
Wow. Especially with gas prices.
Anyway, I just thought I went off script.
You did, which is okay.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites.
So Pete Dye came up with this design 1980. My question for you is, what do you expect from this golf course this week? And who do you, I know we gave our picks. I know who you have. I know who I have. We gave them in December. It's okay. Who do you see coming out of this group this weekend right now?
The man I told you yesterday.
Ludwig Oberg. Yeah, he's got a torrid start going on today.
He got off to a fly, didn't he?
Yeah, he's treading water the last 3 holes. But
not as bad as Pearson Cootie was today.
Oh,
sorry,
Pearson had a day.
Pearson shot 11 over today. He made 1 birdie on 17. If you're going to make it, good place to make it.
Good place to make it.
Good place to make it. If you can give you something to have a few beers with tonight.
Speaking of 17,
yes.
It's been a whole year since you got a chance to tell this story.
Which one? The hole-in-one?
The hole-in-one.
It's monotonous. I saw it. It was on TV yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
You got to see it again?
Yeah, I did. Got to catch.
Will jumping you.
Got to catch a snippet of it yesterday, all those years ago.
So take us back.
Friday, 3 under par.
Friday,
front 9
for you guys because you started on the back.
Front 9. Ball's out 9-on. I told him put it down. Don't be silly. Hit the wedge.
The wedge.
Middle of the green.
Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor has it he hit a yellow golf ball.
Yeah, no rumor.
Wait, what?
100%.
That's uncalled for.
Yellow golf ball. You get paid an extra so many thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to use a yellow golf ball, and he's a young fella. He was going to hit a yellow golf ball.
So he hit a yellow golf ball. Do you remember what kind of golf ball it was?
Yeah, I do believe it was a Strixon.
A what? Who?
Strixon.
What?
Yeah.
Korean ball.
Yeah, I do believe.
Okay.
I have the ball somewhere.
You still have the ball?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story again, or?
Get on YouTube, have a look at it. He wanted to hit 9-on. I begged him into hitting wedge, and anyway, he half chunked it, and it was a good call by David Ferretti. Was calling for it, and little half chunk and middle of the green, and rolls up, and in it goes. Comes and jumps into my arms, and then I walk up and told him it was. I told you it was a wedge, and then he punched me because he knew I was right. And even in his press conference, to his credit, he did say that he wanted to hit 9 like an idiot, and Mick was it's a wedge, and he hit wedge, and the rest is history. We drank a lot of beer,
and you had to survive 18 that next hole.
I mean, the crowd's going crazy. You come to 18, the adrenaline's high. 18's not a really good hole if you're really pumped up in the adrenaline, and you've just had a hole-in-one. So we tried to miss the fairway by probably 30, 40 yards to the right, and succeeded. Then hit a 4-iron to out front part of the green and got it up and down for par. And then shot 83 on Saturday. Just saying. Might have been a few drinks on Friday night.
May have been a busy Friday night.
There was a few drinks involved Friday night.
Anything else that you remember? Any rounds in particular with Jared or
Robert Ellaby?
Or Robert? Oh, Robert.
He's only ever hit 1 ball on the water on 17, and this man got it done.
What did he hit?
9-iron.
Long?
Actually, a little unlucky.
Oh.
And I will say this, he was very mad at me, and I still blame the commentators because we came to that hole, and on the screen it came up and says Robert Ellaby has never hit a ball in the water up on 43 or 44 attempts or whatever it is. He's never hit a ball in the water.
So
let me come to the party and fix that for you, son.
So you are blaming the jinx.
commentator's curse. Hit a 9-iron and hit right on the zero. If it had been 1 yard left,
yes,
it would have been perfect. It hit right on the back of the bunker and shot straight across the green into the water.
So a yard that way
Would have been,
or even a yard that way.
would have been okay. It hit right on the very back corner of the bunker, shot it over the back, and then so then we get down to the drop zone, and I give him a yardage, and he's all mad. He goes, I don't know where to hit from here. I'm like, well, it's like 69 yards, 70 yards, or whatever it was. He goes, well, I've never been here before. So he hit another one in the water.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
so he doubled it up.
yeah, he did.
I mean, if you're going to go big, go big.
He's not the only player that's done that I caddied for. There was another player who did that I caddied for.
All right, our picks that were in back in December. You have Brian Harmon. I have Corey Connors.
And then I called him yesterday and said, this is who I like. And he goes, you've already picked. That was in December. And I was like, no.
Well, I just wanted to remind you, when you take credit for, Justin Rose winning next month.
Well, I'll take credit for Aberg playing beautifully because I picked him this week.
I think
It's like
Ludwig
horse racing. You got to look at the form. You just can't pick a horse to win 4 months ago.
I think it's brilliant strategy, and I think it's just your expertise in knowing golfers and their performance over
These new TVs are like
those
really,
things
really,
are-
really
I felt like I thought they just opened the wall over there.
amazing.
I mean, look at that. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the new CEO, Brian Roloff, met with the media. Mick, did you hear the State of the Union address?
Did not.
Okay.
Because I like it when you shoot things at me so I can't think about it too quick. I'm too good when I think.
I like this.
I'm not a good thinker.
So his first part that he discussed was the new sprint schedule, so to speak. End of January, which I still like.
Mm-hmm.
We're not avoiding the NFL, but a massive event. What do you think that massive event, that kickoff event, is going to be?
Don't know.
I'm saying Pebble Beach.
Yeah, it's probably a good one, wouldn't it? Good
I think that's the way you start
it. It's not going to be Hawaii.
It's not going to be Hawaii, and I'm sad about that. I'm sad for you because then we won't have an episode to talk about the Sony Open and in the trunk and all the other stuff.
I know some people who will be very happy that it's not there anymore, and that's the members
of
YLI.
Yeah, they get their course back.
Grumpy members.
Grumpy members.
Grumpy members. They don't like losing their course for a week over there. Be grouchy.
Let me ask you this. The season will end before the NFL season, which I think they've strategically done a really nice job of that. We'll have the fall series still. He did mention that he doesn't want to get rid of the fall series. And also they're going to sprinkle in some of these smaller tournaments throughout the season, but on a 2-tier track, Mick.
Mm-hmm.
Regulation, elevation, the whole 9 yards. What do you think about that?
I like it.
You like it?
You?
I like the fact that they're talking about going back to 120-man cut fields, actually.
Yes, thank you.
Playing some real golf and having I think the drama on Friday, like we're watching, you and I are going to, finish this recording. We're going to watch the drama unfold in front of us. I think that's what we are missing sometimes during these signature events going into next year. I also like that there are going to be more signature events.
Mm-hmm.
So now your tier track is one. I don't see these guys playing more events than what they've already.
These boys usually have their schedule set in stone. Of course, when they change it around a little bit, they have to figure out what they're going to do. But it's usually this how many events I want to play and stuff like that.
Now,
to avoid these back injuries.
I know he mentioned the 120-man cut fields, right? Do you think that the PGA Tour goes back to offering 120 membership cards each year instead of the 100?
I highly doubt it. I would hope so. I think that'd be fantastic. I highly doubt it, but I think it'd be amazing.
So that's going to put more pressure on what you and I have always talked about. The Korn Ferry Tour now needs to see elevated purses.
Good luck.
Well, but I mean, that's going to be your quote unquote lower track is going to be the Korn Ferry Tour.
Yes, 100%.
So you can't go from $20 million purses at the signature level to $1 million purse.
Oh, $1 million would be amazing. If when I was caddying out there, if we played an event that was $1 million, it was a major.
Do you want to call this one a major?
For the Corn Ferry?
No, the players.
Eventually it's going to happen. Eventually the do-gooders of the world will take over and call it that. You're one of them.
Moving and looking at top 10 markets. I did like this point. I don't understand why we're not playing in the Chicagoland area. I don't understand.
Ridiculous. There is so many unbelievable golf courses in Chicago. Having lived there for a long time and played a lot of golf, because that's where I really started my golf journey in this country, because, obviously no cricket, no Aussie rules football. Some of the best golf courses I've ever set foot on have been in Chicago. And the fact that they don't play Cog Hill anymore, Dubs Dread, ridiculous. There's the Merit Club that's up there. There's Ivanhoe.
I'd love to see the Western Open come back.
Oh, that's what it should.
I mean, and you talk about something similar, very passionate for you and I, obviously you being a professional caddy. The Western Open took care of caddies.
Oh, yeah.
It was designed for the Evans Scholar.
Yeah.
Now, yes, the Evans Scholar is taken care of as the second leg of the playoff series, but bringing back the Western Open and moving it around the Chicagoland area, I love the idea of.
You talk about some of the best fans in the world. Chicago fans, golf fans, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Having been to the Western Open when I was living up there before I really got into caddying, and it was ridiculously good.
The one part that I don't know if I'm where I'm at on this, because I'm still really torn about it. And I heard John McGinnis say this past week. We play all season long one way, and now they're talking about bringing match play in to the playoffs to create that, winner go home or winner goes on, loser goes home type style, kind of like really in essence the NFL playoffs. Where do you stand on match play as determining the winner of the Tour Championship?
I love match play, but I don't think it should be. Hopefully it's not the Tour Championship they're talking about. If it's one of the lead-ups to it, I'm not sure how you could do that. You would have to maybe do one of the first ones.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, maybe the top 64 go through to the next round. I like match play. I think match play is fun. I think golf needs a little bit more, it needs a little bit more than just the stroke play. Obviously, growing up in Australia, we used to play Stableford, we played par, we would play stroke play, I like match play. I think match play is fun. It's a much different strategy that it is. It can be a little bit more aggressive at times than regular golf.
Well, you just mentioned the Stableford scoring system.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the golf fans that have come in since COVID do not understand what that system is. No. I have heard rumblings that the Champions Tour will have an event that is in this in the Stableford system.
Yeah, now the Stableford system here is also a little bit different too. They played a little bit different, which is understandable.
Right, because metrics versus
no. Basically it used to be like you get 3 points for a birdie, 4 points for an eagle, and 2 points for a par, and one point if you made a bogey and stuff, and just like that. Obviously, being handicapped golfers as we were, if you were a 6 handicap, the 6 hardest holes on the course, if you parred one of those holes, that was a net birdie.
Right.
So you would get 4 points. And so, you were trying to get 41, 42 points. 36 points is par.
Right.
And if you had 42, 43 points, you would normally win the competition. I love Stableford.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there should be more of it, but a lot of people don't understand the system over here. So, and that gets a little bit of loss when they used to play Castle Pines, and that used to be a Stableford system. A lot of people didn't understand. You would turn on and see the plus 19's leading, and you'd be like, what?
Yeah. And people don't, and that's the thing. And it takes so much time for the announcers to explain what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
The golf gets lost almost.
Yep.
Because they're trying to explain that this is a 4. This is for 4 points. This is for 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I'm still at the point where if the FedEx point system is set, award it after the final regular season event. We have a President's Cup in hockey. You have the number 1 seed in, the best record in the NFL. You've got you've got these teams that have become the best, throughout the entire season, and then the playoffs reset.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see a system that maybe you have a tournament or two start with kind of like what we do with the U.S. Open, where you play stroke play, which leads to match play, which then determines an overall winner. Because now you're showing different disciplines of the game. I always have liked the head-to-head. I mean, you go and play, go out and play in a high school match or a college golf match. Right in a couple of weeks, they're going to have college golf is going to be on. They play match play to determine the national champion in golf.
Yeah.
We play match play to determine the amateur champion.
U.S. Amateur.
You play match play to determine the British Open champ.
Mm-hmm.
Why can we not play match play to determine the Tour champ?
I couldn't agree more. We need golf needs a little bit of, don't let it get stale. And this is one thing the NFL do incredibly well. The NFL they are by far the best organization in American sports. To me, the way they run things and stuff like that, whereas the NBA is probably the worst, unfortunately, and getting worse. And at least golf is attempting to keep up with the Joneses and try something different, and just don't flatline. Try different things. It's okay if it doesn't work. It's okay, but attempt it.
What made, I guess, you and I have been pounding this drum with, saying, hey, Brian, don't screw it up, don't screw it up, don't screw it up. Trying to understand the elevation, regulation, guys moving up and down. I think that's going to be a little bit hard to story tell as things are happening. My thought is, based on what I heard from Mr. Rollap, we're not going to lose the John Deere. We're not going to lose some of these smaller tournaments. Good. They're going to be part of Tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
But those purses then makes more sense to fit into Tier 2. And you're going to have guys that are going to be fighting week to week to go up into these bigger events.
Yeah, which is good. Competition.
Meritocracy.
Competition.
The meritocracy. Yeah. Look that one up.
Meritocracy.
So I like the track. We'll see. He did say he will make some he'll give us updates after at the Travelers. So we'll have to wait a few months to hear back from Mr. Rollap. Hopefully by then we'll get some more ideas of what's coming to change.
I like it. I like change on the golf.
You do like it. You like it.
I like that they're not sitting in their ivory towers and going, well, we got things, everything is just good the way we want it. They know that they have to keep changing and evolving and stuff like that as the game. It's impressive me to see that they're bringing out these things and not just like these every 2 or 3 months, they're coming out with statements and they're trying things and they're letting people know what they're going to do. And I think that's the way you run a great organization.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you listening, NBA?
Speaking of different,
that's twice.
You really going after the NBA? Adam Silver,
the shaman. Soft.
I mean, they did take away Magic City Monday.
Ridiculous. Oh, yeah, that's because a few people had to cry. Al Harford.
It's all about the chicken wings.
Yes. No, is it? They have chicken wings?
Lemon
pepper wings. Very good.
Okay. TGL gets started this week, the playoffs. Let me ask you this. You and I are big Atlanta Drive fans. Do the Atlanta Drive repeat as TGL champions?
Well, I'm an Atlanta fan. I have to say yes.
You don't have to.
Oh, yep.
I know you've been watching it.
I am an Atlanta fan through and through. Yes. Except the Braves. Sorry.
Let me ask you this.
Sorry, Braves.
And I'm asking this, and I'm being... Jupiter Lynx is playing some really good golf as a team right now.
Yeah, they are.
And then LA is playing some really good... I mean, actually just won last week.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous.
My boy Billy he'll step up in the playoffs.
St. Patty's Day, are we celebrating a win or are we we crying in our beer?
Win. And my St. Patty's Day, I will have my traditional St. Patrick's Day gear on this year.
What's that going to be?
It is my green Chicago Blackhawks Jonathan Taze jersey.
You're wearing that bird.
Love it.
Jonathan Taves.
Winnipeg player. And let's get excited about the baseball tonight too. I'd like bringing in other sports. I want to beat the Canadians again.
You want to beat the now in baseball?
In baseball. Well, because this would be, the Canadians after losing in hockey, a little bit sad because they lost to the men and the women's in hockey, and
right,
that's their sport because
and Paralympics,
because they're no good at anything else up there. I mean, name a Canadian world champion. Listening, there isn't one. There's not many, and if they are, they're curling and stuff like that.
I'm cheering for a Canadian this week, Corey Connors.
Yeah, that's because anyway, move on. Bragging already. So the Canadians want to beat the Americans,
especially in baseball,
at the national pastime,
right?
So yeah,
it just means more.
It means more. So I would just like to beat the Canadians again, so then I can get on Facebook to my Canadian friends and let them have it again.
Well, I mean, I took some heat, cheering for those Florida Panthers over the Oilers last spring. So
yeah, I think I'm done with the Canadian teams. I think they cry a little too much about their hockey. If you want, be good. Be better. Play better.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah.
Win your own national sport. It'll be like Australian losing Australian rules football to New Zealand. It's never going to happen.
And Dylan Matthews isn't your problem, Toronto. You just suck.
They haven't won a Stanley Cup in 100 years. I'll be all right. See, now,
dude,
so far we've brought up hockey, we've brought up baseball, we've brought up the cricket. NBA twice, the soft NBA.
Charmin. Yeah.
Yep, the Charmin NBA, 83 points.
Right. What else?
I think that's it.
Is that up?
We talked golf too.
Oh, we did. We talked a little golf.
We talked golf. A little bit of golf.
Well, Ludwig, now at 10 under, tied with Xander.
I picked him at the start of this week, by the way.
He did. I will give him credit. I'm not going to give him points credit.
That's because you study form like you do the horse racing. You just don't pick something 4 months in advance. You've got to study the form. That's what good gamblers do. Not that I'm a good gambler. Let's not get carried away. You ever seen me in Vegas?
I was going to say, if you were a good gambler, you wouldn't be sitting next to me right now. Well, son, you ready?
I'm ready. What are we doing?
We're going to head over that way. We're going to go check out those new TVs over there.
Oh, yeah.
With James and the crew. I mean, I think I can see the speck on that guy's tie that he's wearing over there.
Spectacular.
That's a fantastic street.
So yeah, you got to guys come check this out when it's open.
Thanks out to Kobe and James and Billy and the entire crew here at Twin Peaks.
Billy's sitting down again.
Billy's
sitting down again.
Doing nothing, Billy.
If you ever come to Twin Peaks in Kennesaw, if you're looking for Billy, look at the chair. You'll find him. He's right there. He's right there. He's right there. You're right there. If you're in a chair, you'll find him. Don't worry.
And thanks for teeing it up with us on Tales from the Tips. If you're catching us on YouTube, make sure you give us a like. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you come by Kennesaw. See our buddy Billy. You can find Tales from the Tips wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and now we are available on iHeart Podcasts. Just search for Tales from the Tips under podcasts. Give us a like, hit the plus button, subscribe, and enjoy. Mick, you can catch us on all the socials, Instagram, X, and your favorite?
TikTok. Well, not really, but it is.
Mick's favorite TikTok. You got a lot of fans on the TikTok, by the way.
Well, so I should.
I know. Well, you're popular. Any golf in plans?
Yeah, we got beaten last week.
What? Whoa. Breaking news.
12-1, baby. Got beaten by
lost.
We got beaten by a couple of young bucks. The golf course ran out of Michelob Ultra. It threw our mojo off.
So it's the golf course's fault.
Fact. And I had a case of the SHs. And that's not eaten from a bad taco.
Not Adam Shank.
That's not that one.
Okay.
It's the golf course in Australia called Cape Shank. There is a golf course in Melbourne called Cape Shank.
Well, Mick, if you get it back out there, keep your drive straight, your putt short, and your scores low. We'll see you next time on Tales from the Tips.
Bye.